the West All-Stars to start out. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Harden out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's LeBron James. And it's Davis at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Jordan. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Paul's checked in. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes the 3. James, the pass to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Now here's Jordan. The 19-footer is on the money.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Hooked away. Paul looking around. Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Over Olajuwon. And it's Leonard missing. Leonard's team on offense. Outside Pippen. Over Davis. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And that one drops for him.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound. And then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's LeBron. Paul kicks to Harden. Pass to James. Over Malone. And the shot is long. Outside Jordan. Malone outside. To the paint. Here's a lot.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
And it's Harden with the ball for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 4. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Right side, Pippen shoots over Leonard. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. And there's the pass to Paul. Harden outside. Got 3 off the mark. Outside Jordan. Pass to Stockton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Now you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger. Staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hand.
Now here's Jordan. Over Harden. Harden with the defensive effort. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so it looks like it'll be still the start. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Westbrook. Tatum passes to Booker. Sabonis, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Hardaway. And here's Jordan outside. He can't get that one to fall. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Westbrook with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
1:43 left in the first quarter. Pushing it up. Drexler passes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Passes it to Jokic. He kicks it to Westbrook. 16 feet away. Westbrook missing again. Westbrook's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Hardaway passes to Ewing. Outside Jordan to the left side wing. O'Neal inside, guarded by Tatum. No good from Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Hardaway against Westbrook. From 12 feet out, Ewing gets the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Shaq with the slam.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
Jokic with the bucket.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Pass to O'Neal. They double him with Jokic. And Jordan has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
And here's Booker from the arc. That one's not going to go. And that does it for his team. Guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Russell Westbrook. Jason Tatum is out there with Simmons. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Westbrook, no good, shot missing. So the 90s team will take it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Hardaway with the steal. Now the feed to O'Neal. The kick out to Hill. Trying his luck from deep. The 90s team keeping it alive with a new 14. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Westbrook missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Shaq. The dish to Ewing. Jokic with the steal. Simmons against Ewing. For 3, Westbrook drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 6 points.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
They double him with Jokic. To the wing on the left. Shaq kicks to Hill. There's the pass to Drexler. Over Booker. Drexler, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Drexler gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Ewing. Double team on Ewing. Here's Hill. Offensive rebound.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse.
Best All-Star.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in for Jokic. LeBron comes in for Jason Tatum. James Harden, he's checked in for Booker. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now Drexler. James Harden missing on the three. Shaq passes to Drexler. From the arc. Elijah, no good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
And they double up Jordan. Kicks it to Elijah. From deep, Drexler buries the long-range jumper. Drexler's got the lead up to 9 now for the 90s team.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Harden outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Jordan with the bucket.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Paul can't get it to go.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
The West All-Stars with the ball. 11-point game. It's stolen by Elijah. Pippen against Simmons. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Passes to Elijah. From deep, Jordan. It's rebounded by the West.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Simmons passes to James. Over Elijah. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got his first 2 points of the night.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Kept alive. And Harden comes to help. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Davis.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Catching up on changes for the West. Sabonis comes in for LeBron. And it's Leonard in for Ben Simmons. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. And a deep 3 from Harden. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got
Shaquille O'Neal.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
O'Neal is out there with Elijah. Then it's Drexler. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Pippen in at the small forward. And for the West, Kawhi Leonard is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Harden. And it's Doncic in at the point.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Got that one up quick.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the 90s team. Doncic feeling it out. A three from Leonard. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates?
Doncic dishes to Davis. Harden the pass to Doncic. Here's Davis. Drexler defending. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Outside Pippen. Here's O'Neal. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Shaq's got 17 now.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
LeBron outside. Shoots. Leonard, no luck. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league.
One guy who's been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic has checked in for Anthony Davis. Tatum comes in for James. Devin Booker, he's checked in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Doncic. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Here's Hardaway. Here's Mourning. On to Hardaway. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Malone.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Leonard. Good on the second free throw.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 13. Booker with it. Now Payton defending. Puts it up from 15. Drained for 2 points. Booker's got his first basket.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And Malone gets double teamed. He dishes it to Mourning. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Westbrook. He has 7. Booker the pass to Simmons. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. The lead now cut to single digits.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
The 3 from Hill. No good there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Booker inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 90s team.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one. It's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second-chance points.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Catching up on changes for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Tatum. And Chris Paul subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And so here are the West All-Stars. 7-point differential.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Over to the left wing. Mourning. And he's good on that free ball. Mourning's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Hardaway no good on the free throw line.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny. And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Here's Mourning. West All-Stars with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Malone.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And so it's the home team.
Ability coming from a big man, not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Hardaway. Mourning is out there with Robinson. And there's Malone. And it's Stockton in at the point guard position. Here's Robinson. Nice D from Sabonis.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
James outside. Back to Paul. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Pulls up. Sabonis grabs the board.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Harden outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And the dunk by James.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Fades. And it's Paul missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, you got to D up Hardaway from outside the arc. This guy is really good at squaring himself up and knocking it down from deep.
Oh, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Stockton outside. And the 90s team calls time here.
Guys, I got a chance to hear what the 90s team head coach said to his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do is stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Definitely see if they can keep focused.
No defense for that now. I mean, Jordan just too fast.
From deep Harden. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
All those sets fans.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And they're able to recover. Westbrook against Jordan. And Westbrook, here we go. And finished off by Westbrook.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the 90s team.
Jordan, the pass to Ewing. Out to the right wing. Shaq down low. Davis is up. And here's Drexler outside. The 90s team keeping it alive with a new 14. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Ewing. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Davis with the double team. Shaq kicks to Drexler. The tray. The offensive rebound. Elijah dishes to O'Neal. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Jordan, the pass to Elijah. Now Jordan, he's covered by Westbrook. Jordan's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender. Much respect for the bounce of Drexler. I mean, this guy knows how to get up and throw it down with flair.
Drexler's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Westbrook with it. And Drexler picking him up. And Davis can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Davis with the double team. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4-3, Westbrook. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spaces.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Russell Westbrook. That's his second personal foul. At the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. His 3-pointers off the mark. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Jordan with it. From deep 3-point range, it's in.
Well, if he's going to hit that, forget about it.